Now, a hot water system is important, of course, to get hot water to wash the dishes, but this guest house will have 2 adults and maybe 2 or 3 children. They could have a shower one after the other. So we decided to go with a large hot water system. Now, this big boy from Rinnai is designed to maximize availability of hot water. It will also use up to 70% less energy than a standard hot water system. How good is that? When it comes to heating and cooling your home, there's a couple of things you want to look at. Firstly, you want, of course, energy efficiency. And secondly, you want something that looks good as well. In our main house, I went with a ducted air conditioning system, meaning that there's piping running through the ceiling and that there's droppers, the vents in the ceiling, in through different rooms, and I've got different zones to control it. But this is only a 60 square meter space. It's not very large. It was more energy efficient and cost effective to go with one single split system on the wall. The location in this corner means that it's blowing cool air or warm air, depending on the season, into the living area first and then across the room into the 2 bedrooms. So we get great use of this space, and it's well located to make it really energy efficient. As far as its looks, well, it's a pretty good looking system, and the brand is Rinnai, so I knew that I was going with quality. This guest house has every comfort that anyone staying here will need. But of course, every family comes in a different shape and size with different needs. So my tip for you in selecting the items for your own home, well, for your hot water system, make sure you go with the size unit based on the size of the home. And that way you'll have plenty of hot water for everyone staying there. For your heating and cooling, again, go with a quality brand. And think about the size of the unit based on the size of the area of the home. And that way your guests and you will enjoy your home every season.